Sir,
Yes.
sir, is this only for B28, sir, this class?
No, no, no.
Sir, but no student from B26 are here, sir.
Okay, let me check whether it was integrated or not. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you share this link to the other section? Because due to some technical issue, we are unable to merge those two things. So you share your the same link to the other section so that they will join.
Okay, sir.
What?
So good morning, all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
So I see that there are only 59 participants. I don't know the reason. By 9:10, I think it should be filled by 90 people, right?
Sir, earlier we joined through another link, so we were waiting there.
Okay, right. Please inform them to come fast. Shanmukh sir, can you make me co-host, sir? Okay, let me start the class. I want to show you one thing which you know, I need to say it, he is my guru also and a friend too. Friend in the sense, mostly I need to consider him as guru because he had, we used to have a lot of discussions and it's a great deal to actually work with him. And I want to show to you that he has actually prepared one, programming language, which is looking like Python. But you might be surprised to see what it is exactly. Let me show you one thing. He and I have a few things that are really matching, like the interests. So I helped him regarding this for a few words for this. I think, are you able to see what I'm showing to you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, it is a Telugu script. So he has designed the entire compiler which can understand the Telugu language and it can, produce the output to you. That's what he is showing. Just look into the video. So it is It's actually compiling and executing it step by step. So all the functions, the word, the keywords, and the variable names are all defined in Telugu language. So when we are discussing, we used to have a lot of interest that is matching with the love for our mother tongue. Sometimes I think I generally open my Gmail, my Facebook, everything was in Telugu only. I used to even convert the operating system into Telugu. So this is the reason when we are discussing, he said that I want to prepare a language which can be understandable by even the people who come from Telugu background entirely. The basic, what Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, used to say is that if science and technology was learnt in the mother tongue, the India would have been again a superpower by this time. Reason is, because you are lagging in your technological studies, and coding is the reason that we actually learn it in English. Okay. Now at present I'm talking in English, but I do really say that I really hate this foreign language, but still we are in an era which we are bound to it. But one day I hope that this should be coming. My when in my BTech, there used to be an argument between me and my friend. I was very fond of this language, which I consider my mother tongue. So I am proud to belong to that. So I don't say other languages are nothing, but every language is great in its own sense. But because it's my mother tongue, I want to be really proud of that. But he used to argue that why you need Telugu? Telugu will do nothing here. It will give nothing, but it will only give just a talking power. If my child learns English, he will live in the world, entire world, internationally. If he learns Hindi, he can be in the country. But one day there was a Birbal Akbar story. A person comes and says that I can talk in any language, but you need to find out which person which language I belong to. What Birbal does is he creates a pain in him when he was sleeping. The first thing he shouts is in his own mother tongue. So mother tongue is just like that. So it is entirely inside our heart. It is equivalent to the mother itself. How sweet the mother is, how sweet the language that is our mother tongue. So generally, when we are speaking something, you feel very happy when you are expressing something in your own mother tongue. Now I am talking something, I'm not feeling very good because I am talking in English. But if I say something in Telugu, it's really coming from the heart. So this is the reason he has developed it in this language, and he wants to even make it for other languages also. Even I think there is a programming language that was already created in Tamil, because Tamils are the first to always be proud of their own language. If you go to Tamil Nadu, they will say we are Tamils. They will not say we are that caste, we are this caste first. First they will say Tamils, then they will go for caste. I really appreciate that particular aspect, but in Andhra it is not that case. So if you learn something, I think most of the people will be good at programming, because you don't know why we keep fur, why we keep while, because if you know why fur is used and why while is used at a particular point of time, then you will understand why that was actually implemented in this particular coding sentence, okay, in instruction for a loop or something. So that is the reason he has developed it. And maybe if we can improve it still, I also want to participate with him. We might take it to even the schools. Maybe he wants to take it, not we, maybe he wants to take it. So I'm really happy to just show you what is happening here in the mother tongue language itself. So I think we can develop coding for this mother tongue also. So if somebody says that your language is nothing before English, if an English person says, one day we can do one thing. We can create a programming language which can bypass all these programming languages, And definitely this English person has also to learn Telugu language or any other language of India to just learn that particular programming language. I hope you understand. So it is not we should be the slaves of some other language. We should make some other people the slaves of our language, you know. So people from the Western countries have praised a lot of all the Indic languages who belong to German nationalism and English nationalism also, because we have made every possible creation on this, theoretical sciences in physics, mathematics, and chemistry from the ancient Indian times in our own languages. So people, when they read it, they came to know that these languages are most powerful. But nowadays, we are unable to create even a programming language in our own language. This is the reason the world never looks upon us. People know what is Mandarin, people know what is Japanese, people know what is Korean, people know what is Malaysian, and so on and so. The reason is they give a lot of importance to their languages. And I hate that our governments, some governments, and I want to take it strictly that, we are trying to convert ourselves into pure English. Even the government schools are also converted to English. If they could have improved the infrastructure for the government schools, why can't my parents be thinking about joining me in that school? English is not the aspect that parents are joining in private and international schools. Even in international schools comes in Telugu or Hindi or Tamil or something, people will join. The reason is they want facilities. In home you are having AC, and can you go to a government school which is not even promising you that the entire wall will not collapse after some time? If you improve the facilities, I think language is not very important. Okay, so people have a notion that if you want to be a software engineer, you should get English in a very good sense. But I see many people, I got one student who doesn't even know what is his date of birth. Okay, he said that his parents never studied and he studied in Telugu medium, but he was selected in all the companies which he has appeared, and his English is very poor, very, very poor. He doesn't even understand what is a grammar. He studied engineering. He is a very good programmer, actually. He understands what is what. He only knows English terms that are in programming. That's all. But he was selected. So communication doesn't need any language, actually. Even my dog communicates whether it wants water or not. This is what I always presume to the people. So I think respect your mother languages, always learn something. Even I have written my PhD thesis first in Telugu, and then I used to convert them into English. Then only I can understand what I am writing. I never have written my PhD thesis in English. I used to write it in Telugu, then I used to convert it into English using translators and so on. So then I slowly completely corrected my grammar and everything. Okay, coming back to our lesson, let me go through this thing. I think it's 9:23. So today I want to just mention about functions, how we define the functions. Actually, in this, you can see a function actually. The definition keyword is there, right? Actually, he needs to convert this one also. So definition should also be converted. So this is what the function that he has defined. This function actually gives you the sum of n numbers. Okay. Right. Let me go to this. Actually, this comes in middle for me. Okay. Let me open. So can somebody define what is a function? Why this much
Sir,
of
a set
silence?
of programs whose objective is to execute a particular do a particular task.
Who is this? Is it Saurath?
Yes, sir.
I think something is wrong with the Saurath's definition. Can anybody correct small word? He has said everything correct, but a small word should be interchanged. That's all.
Sir, function is a predefined definition.
No. you cannot say it is a predefined. Function can be predefined. Function can be,
User defined as well.
defined also. So you cannot conclude that function is a predefined.
Function is an algorithm which takes certain input and process it to some output.
Yes, not even a function, even your complete program is an algorithm. So, okay, somewhat it's correct, but I want to change one word in Saurit's definition. What Saurit has said is that function is, can you say it again, Saurit?
Sir, a set of code, a set of programs whose objective is to execute a certain task given.
Yes. Now, looking into the Saurit's definition, can anybody correct one word? If you correct one word in that particular definition, I think you are reaching the entire definition of a function.
Sir, execute.
No, 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 no. That's correct. That's not the word to be replaced.
Parameters.
No, no, no.
Is it instruction, sir?
Objective.
Action, sir.
Somebody said instruction. What is it?
Instruction, set of instructions which
Yes.
takes input.
That's correct. What Saurit has said is that it is a set of programs. Set of programs is actually a module, or it can also be considered as a class, because each program can be a function. Okay, it should be a set of instructions. Okay, it should be a set of instructions. When you consider, I think Saurit, you have already read about C++ and C, right? So if you see in C programming, you initially start with a function called main, which is the starting function. You write something like int a, okay, and int b, and c is equal, sorry, int c is equal to a plus b. These are the set of instructions that you have: printf, %d, and c. This is how you do it. And if you want to call any other function, then instead you will simply say int c is equal to add of a comma b. This is what we have done it in Raptor, right? We are calling a function, and we are writing something like int add of int a comma int b. This is what in C programming we write, and here we will say int z is equal to a plus b, whatever we have received, and we say return z. So I think, Saurit, you understand that the main is also a function, and this is one program. Add is also a function, which is one program. And this set of programs is kept in one file or one class or one package that's called somewhat a module or something, right? And what are these things? So each function is having what? That's what your friend says, that it is a
Instructions.
set of instructions. Set of instructions to perform a certain task. So a function for addition has set of instructions which perform a task called adding 2 numbers or 3 numbers or 4 numbers or n numbers. So there is something like, calculating the area of a circle. So this is a function which has some formula and set of instructions, and executing these instructions will give you the area of circle based on the radius that was given to you. Okay. So the definition should be: a function is a set of instructions that actually performs a task oriented job and gives you the output. I hope you understand. So most of your definition is correct except programs. If you replace programs with instructions, that will be fine. Okay, Saurit?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Right. Let me see how these functions are defined in Python. Right. Okay. Let me go through this one. I'm writing something like addition of A and B initially, so that you will understand. Okay. So I will give A is equal to 6, or instead, in your sense, I will take the input on what you want to give. Input, enter A. Okay. Next. B is equal to input, enter, sorry, I need to use enter B. Okay, so two inputs I have taken for A and B. Now I want to write a function which actually takes it. Okay, there are a lot of things that we need to think about functions. There are a lot of principles. So initially I will show you what is a function and I will discuss with you what are all the things. So add of, sorry, A comma B. So as I said, anything that actually contains the compound statements. What are the compound statements I said earlier? What is the definition of compound statement?
There is statement under certain heading.
Yes. For loop, you have some statements inside it. For if condition, you have some statements inside it. For while loop, you have some statements inside it. And these statements are called compound statements, which belong to that loop or if condition. And here we also have compound statements because these are the set of instructions that belong to a family called addition. So that is the reason even a function should be having colon. You see, I'm highlighting it. The colon should be required because the following lines are all the instructions that belong to addition. Now let me see this, how I can do it. So I will say answer is equal to A plus B, right? And finally, I will write return answer. Actually, you already know what is the principle of a function in Raptor, okay? Because we have already discussed earlier how we define a function and how actually we return a value. So let me explain each and every line in this code slowly, so that you will understand the functions. So for our unit exam in the next week, we will have functions. Okay, very little bit. I'm not going in deep into the functions. Okay, we are not writing too many programs in the functions. Basically, you need to practice a lot for loop, while loop, conditions, and I also need to discuss about integers, float, and everything. Like what are the data types that are there, and what are the logical symbols, what are the comparison symbols, and so and so. I will discuss in detail so that you can take a note of all those things. Then we will go for examination. So today and in the next class, I will finish up with what is required for the functions. Anyway, sir has given you the knowledge about that turtle. So there is no need for me to cover the turtle. Okay. So the next thing I need to go through is all the data types and all the fundamental things. So now you had an idea about writing a program. Now you might be getting many doubts why I use int, why I use float, why I use string. So why I use these many symbols for this thing? Why? Because you encountered double equal to, you encountered less than equal to, you encountered greater than or equal to, you might be encountering this symbol, you might be encountering this symbol somewhere else. You know, this should actually be known to you. So I will explain those things also. So for this unit exam, whatever required for the exam which I am giving, everything will be delivered to you. Okay. So it's all the thing that you need to do is that you need to practice a lot. Right. Now, I will call this function. Now you see, initially I have A and B. Now I will call the function add of A comma B, right? Add of A comma B. Now, when I call add of A comma B, this will get activated and the answer will be returned. So I need to get the answer here. Answer is equal to this one. Now print answer, right? I'm printing the answer. Can anybody tell me what exactly is happening inside it? You know what is this, right? You know what is this, because you are taking an input and giving to A, you are taking an input and giving to B, right? So what is this statement exactly doing? What are you expecting from this statement?
It is calling the
It
function
is
add.
calling the diff. Yeah.
Correct. You are calling the function using the name add, and you are sending the values a and b that you have just taken as input here. You are converting the string input into integer. So as I already told you, anyway you will give a number symbol, so it can easily be converted into integers. So these integers will be replaced here. For example, take a case. If I ask you enter A, you might be entering 6. If I ask you enter B, you might be entering 12. So now the 6 plus 12 should be added. So in place of A, actually the compiler will see it should be as 6 and it should be as 12. So this 6 and 12 are passed here. So instead of A, it sees 6 and it sees 12, right? So here this also will be replaced 6 and 12. So 6 plus 12 is 18. So answer is equal to 18. So instead of this, it will get replaced with 18. So when I said what is written, well, what you understand by the keyword called written now here?
Go back to the main program.
Yes. So because you called, for example, you gave me a notes and said that, sir, please put your signature for my autograph, for your autograph, and return me the notes. What I will do, I will take the notes that was given to you. I am scribbling something on that notes and returning it back to you. The same thing happens. What this ad is saying, this entire module, which belongs to the global frame, is actually calling a function add and asking it to add these two numbers. So what add will do, it will take 6 and 12, store it in its own memory. That's what you imagine. Your book is in your hand and you are giving the book to me, so I am holding it in my hand. So in the same sense, this add function holds 6 and 12 in its own memory. So the 6 and 12 is copied into add. Now what add is doing, it is adding 6 and 12. Imagine the same thing. I am scribbling something on the notes, right? And finally, after adding, it is returning it. Imagine the same thing. After scribbling, I close the notes and give it to you, return it back to you, right? That is the reason I use a keyword called return. So now the answer is returned to it. So what the compiler will see here, compiler or interpreter, let me take interpreter. Instead of add 6 comma 12, now what it will see?
18.
18. Because it's already returned, it will see 18. So now here print 18 will be seen by it. So now in your output screen, 18 will be printed, right? Let me check out whether it will print 18 or not. Let me keep it in comment. Okay, so let me change all these things. Okay, I hope you understand now. You just observe what I am showing it. First, I have taken A and B. Next, I am calling add of A comma B, right? And then it goes here. What are the values of A and B are replaced with A and B here. And now A and B are added, right? And now the answer which you got is returned, and this will be allocated to the memory called answer, and that answer is printed. You can also find the ID for answer also, where you can check out where it has been stored exactly, in what memory in the RAM it has been stored. Let me check out this one. So
Excuse
save
me,
it.
sir.
Yes, you
Sir,
can
it is
ask.
not compulsory that the input parameters and the defined function parameters should be same.
So what you are saying, like
Like the input parameters we took A and B, no, sir.
right?
Like in the defined function add, can we take x comma y?
Yes, you can take. That's what I explained to you.
Because
that-
in Raptor also it was like that only.
Yes, yes, you can take. You can take. Initially, I don't want you to get confused, so I took A and B. Now, I will come to that one also. I will explain again this one, right? Who is this who has asked?
Giri sign also.
Okay, great. So I think Giri, we explained this in Raptor, I think, right? We can have different variables also. Is that you are asking?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So that is the same in Python also, not in Python. That is the same in C, C++, everything. Let me explain you again so that people will understand again it. So, okay, right. Let me execute this one. Okay, it is asking me enter A, right? As we have told that I will enter 6, right? Next it asks me to enter B. Okay, so it has returned you the answer 18.
You forgot to write print ID.
Print?
For ID, you forgot to write print.
Yes, that's the reason. It only got ID. I'm writing as if it is a terminal. Okay. So if in terminal you can directly write ID of answer, but we need to give print here, right? Again, I will give 6, 12. Okay. So this is the memory where your 18 is actually stored. Okay. You can get the memory here itself. Now let me check out what's really happening here. Let me copy the same code and explain you. I had many things to say about this. So before going to the memory, I want to show it in Python tutor, which will show you how the memory will work. Okay, let me visualize the code. Okay. See, you might be getting doubt that sir, the definition is before the calling of a function. So if the interpreter starts executing each line as we have discussed in terminal, I will write the same code in terminal also so that you will try to understand what is happening. So there should be a lot of questions in your mind, which I need to clear. Now I will write definition. Okay, I'm writing the same thing. Definition add of A comma B. So line, because the indentation is very important because these are all compound statements. Because I put colon, the next line is given triple dots. It is not giving 3 arrows. The reason is it is expecting a compound statement. So now I will say answer is equal to A plus B and return answer. Right. How many of you will think that this is executed already? I think in our previous sessions we have been teaching about each line is executed immediately in the terminal, right? That's the reason we have 2 different addresses. Have you remembered that in the last class we have discussed like for S1, S2 strings?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So there we have discussed that all the sentences, all the instructions that you write are immediately compiled and executed, right? Now let me check out. Let me ask you whether this is actually executed or not. For example, if I give S1 is equal to Kranti, as I have told you in the earlier example, which you can also revise it in YouTube. The video has been uploaded. So if you say, I said that this is already compiled into bytecode and this bytecode is sent to Python virtual machine for instructional execution. Did you understand? But how many of you agree that this will also get the same thing? So for example, this line is converted into bytecode and sent to Python virtual machine immediately. Do you agree this?
Function will get executed. Sir.
Yes, I did not hear what you are saying.
The whole defined function will get executed. I mean, compiled at a time, not
Okay.
individual.
If that is the case, will it all get executed before calling itself? I'm saying A is equal to 6, B is equal to 7. Okay. And I'm saying add of A comma B. Now, I want to ask you in this particular statements, which all get compiled and executed immediately after writing.
Sir, S1 equals to Kranti, A equals to 6, B equals to 7, add A comma B, and then definition is executed.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. I will tell you why. This is an individual statement, and if you press enter, you can see there are 3 arrows coming here. In the sense that it says it has already compiled and executed. And the next thing is A is equal to 6. This is also compiled and executed. B is equal to 7, also compiled and executed. Add of A comma B, also compiled and executed. Let me see. It has given me the answer. Okay. Immediately it has given me the answer. The reason is why it is immediately compiled and executed. These are the single lines of instruction. Single line of instruction. These are all the single lines of instruction. But this is the multiple lines of instruction. Multiple lines of instruction. I hope you are understanding. So it is only compiled and turned into bytecode. Why it needs to get executed? Because it doesn't need to get executed. The reason is until the name of this multiple instructional lines are called. Ante ee multiple lines annitni call cheste tappa execute avvo. These multiple lines, here there are 2 lines, are kept a name called add of A comma B. I hope you are understanding. So now when you called add of A comma B here, this is a single line of instruction that gets executed immediately after compilation. Now during execution, what happens? Now the executor will come here and execute each line of this statement, which is already compiled earlier. And then your answer is presented. Let me show you in the Python virtual tutor. Let me show you. Now you see the red line is actually compiling each one and turning it into bytecode, and slowly it is also executing it. Let me show you. See, carefully observe. I am clicking next, next, next. Right? So after seeing the definition, what has happened? Can anybody observe? What is the previous one that is given in green color and the present line was given in red color?
When to input.
Yes, that's correct. Whenever it sees a keyword called definition, it doesn't actually goes inside it for execution. It only compiles it. Already it has all been compiled. Now each line is already turned into bytecode, which you cannot see. It is only showing us a graphical representation when each line is getting executed. Speaking in Telugu, I want you to understand that మీరు ఒక్కొక్క లైన్ని ఆల్రెడీ మీరు పైథాన్ విజువల్ కోడ్లో ఇనిషియలైజ్ ఏదైతే ఇది క్లిక్ చేస్తున్నారో ఇమీడియట్గా అది ఆల్రెడీ కంపైల్ అయిపోయింది. సో వెన్ యు ఆర్ క్లికింగ్ విజువలైజ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్, ఇట్ వాజ్ ఆల్రెడీ కంపైల్డ్. ఓకే, నా ఇప్పుడు ఈచ్ లైన్ నీకు ఆల్రెడీ బైట్ కోడ్గా కన్వర్ట్ అయ్యింది, రైట్? అయిన తర్వాత అది ఎప్పుడైతే డెఫినిషన్ అనే ఒక కీవర్డ్ చూస్తుందో, ఓకే, ద ఇంటర్ప్రెటర్ డజంట్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ ఇట్ నౌ. అది ఏం చేస్తుంది, అక్కడ నుండి బైపాస్ అయిపోయి ఇట్ ఈస్ డైరెక్ట్లీ కమింగ్ టు ద స్టేట్మెంట్ ఇన్ ద గ్లోబల్ ఫ్రేమ్. గ్లోబల్ ఫ్రేమ్లో ఉన్న స్టేట్మెంట్కి వచ్చేస్తుంది. చెక్అవుట్ అవుట్. ఎస్, immediately it came here. So the execution starts here itself. So this is the first statement that gets executed, which is in the global frame. Let me check out. I will tell you what is global frame and everything. Manaku chaala time undi, careful ga manam cheppukundam. Now I will give 6 with our example and submit it. Okay, now you see it has come to the next red line. It is B. So this time I will give 12 as our example, submit it. So I think you can see that what are the things that are there in the global frame?
A and B.
A and B, and along with that there is something called add. So here add is a function. You can see it is showing the red light, the red arrow that is showing the function actually. You see? So there are three definitions here. One is the definition of add function, the definition of the variable A, the definition of variable B. So there are three things that are defined in the global frame. Global frame in the sense that what is all that is following this line. Okay, these are all the things that are there in the global frame. The first line without any indentation. Right, let me go to the other statements. So both A and B have been given. Now the statement is executing as answer is equal to add of A comma B. Now let us see what will happen. Now, where do you expect the red arrow will go now? Wherever the red arrow is
Def,
there only the execution will be there. Yes, tell me.
def, sir.
Yes, it will now go to definition, right? So you see the add is created. Add is created with two things A comma B, 6 and 12. I will also answer the question what Giri has asked now later on. So now click next. So answer is equal to A plus B. So answer will also be created, but where answer will be created? Can you tell me, is it in global frame or add?
Add.
Add, right? See, answer is created with the answer 18. Now what happens? It says return, right? Now where the red mark will come again? Will it go to this
9, sir.
statement or 9?
Step 9.
9 only. The reason is 9 is calling the function. So the whatever the return value, it comes to the line 9. You see? Okay. So you can see the previous statement was executed, the green color. Actually did not wait here, but it went to the next statement, but it shows clearly the previous statement that was executed is this line 9. That means the answer is returned to the answer. The 18 is returned to the answer. And you can see there is a memory created for answer, which is having 18. So Sarah, antavaraku ledu. You just observe it clearly. You can see the red line, the red colored lines return value is 18. So you got answer as 18. And what are you trying to return? The value 18. And in global frame, still you find out there is no variable called answer behind it, beside it. So let me see if I click next, what will happen? You clearly observe in the memory. Yes, already the add function is over, return the value. So add function is destroyed now. It was collected by garbage and a new variable answer is created with the return value 18. Next it comes to this. It prints the memory which it occupies and next the value that has to be printed. So I will show you once again what happens. Let me come to first. So when it sees definition, execution will not do anything. It will just bypass this and go to the next other things. Now A is collected, right? B is collected, right? Every time, because already నేను 612 ఇచ్చాను కాబట్టి అది మళ్ళీ కలెక్ట్ చేయట్లేదు. Next, the answer add of A comma B is called. So you can see that the green color arrow which is showing says that this is the previous execution, right? And this is the new definition which you are getting, add of A comma B. Okay, so it is now executing, right? And now I generally call this arrow as Mario. I hope you understand. When we are in Raptor, I have showed you the example of Mario going into in its main world and entering into a function and getting back to the main world with something done. So this looks like a Mario game, which I have already explained to you earlier. So now coming back. So what is the difference that you have observed in Raptor and Python in terms of function? What is missing actually? Anybody can judge?
Return statements.
No. In terms of function, I want to talk. What is missing actually? If you take this one, this line, what is actually missing in Raptor? leave away definition and all. I am
Generally,
only-
it is done as A, comma, B, comma, and output.
Yes, that's correct, Paul. So it is not giving any output, right? It is only using the return statement to return something. Initially in Raptor, we used to give comma and output, the output, whatever the output value that will be returned here, and that will be returned automatically. But here nothing, you only give what are the parameters for the input, and whatever the output is only returned using the return keyword. See, actually this is the output, answer is the output, right? Are you understanding? So this output is returned to the calling function using a keyword called return. So what is called a called function here?
Answer equals to add of A, comma, B.
No. That instruction is calling actually. So what is called here?
Then def.
Yes, it is the definition add of A comma B is actually the called function, Now it is calling, this global frame is calling a function. So this function add is called a called function. Let me immediately write something for you, and another definition. Shall we write the sum of n numbers function? Okay. Shall we clear all these things and write? I'm sorry. I want to show you that what Giri has asked. That's what I want to say. If I keep.
Sir, I know that. I just wanted to know whether it's correct in Python.
No, Giri, I'm not saying you don't know. People will again get a doubt. I'm talking about this doubt. I named it as Giri because as if we named these two instructions are add your doubt, I named it as Giri doubt. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So I write x comma y, right? X plus y. That is a good thing that you have reminded me, because people really forget it and they get confused. Oh, I need to give the same variables where I have used to call. Let me execute this one. Let me show you clearly. Observe that instead of a comma b in add, I have given x comma y, right? So it is asking me to enter a value. So the same value I will give 6. Okay. Don't think that these are the values that are fixed, because I have explained with this example, I am using these values only. Okay. 6 and 12, A and B are given 6 and 12. And the next one is we are calling. Have you seen that X and Y are given A's value and B's value? For this, I have told you one example. Okay. Did you ever remember that one? Anybody? A small story I have generated for this to make you understand.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is that story I have told you?
Like 2 persons stays in a room and they go to other country. Only the rooms will change.
Yes, that's correct. So actually what happens is these are the two values. Imagine them as 2 persons. Okay. And they are staying in 2 rooms, A and B in India. Okay. So now they are going to USA. And simple thing is in USA, you will have different address and different rooms, not the same rooms and the same thing, right? So you are staying in X room in USA and you are staying in Y room in USA. So the rooms are different. The same way, the variables are also different. This A and B is different from X comma Y. This X comma Y are the two memory created to accommodate 6 and 12. అంటే 6ని 12ని అకామిడేట్ చేయడానికి మనం 2 సెపరేట్ వేరియబుల్స్ యాడ్ ఫంక్షన్లో క్రియేట్ చేసాం. దిస్ ఇస్ నాట్ ఎట్ ఆల్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ద గ్లోబల్ ఫ్రేమ్. Global frame cannot see x comma y, add cannot see a comma b. They can only see the values that are being passed. That's all. I hope everybody understands. Okay. So you can give anything in this. I can give value 1, v1, and I can give value to v2, and you can also go for v1 plus v2. Any name you can give in the functions. Okay. If time permits, okay, time doesn't permit me, but I will type in a very fast manner. I want to have a definition for sum of n numbers. So I will say definition sum of n, right? I will pass n as a number. So how can I write? Can anybody tell me fast? Using for loop, can you write sum of n numbers?
N equal to n plus I.
Okay, n equal to n plus I. So
Like using loops.
say sum is equal to 0 something, right? For I in range, right?
So
You can
2,
say 1 comma
1, 2.
n plus 1 because up to n you want to go, right? And then you will say Pranit, let's stop your nonsense here. Right. So sum plus I. Pranit, I noted you that I will give you a separate exam for you because you are happy with singing the songs, right? నీకొక్కడికి separate exam ఉంటుంది. I have noted you. Don't worry. You might be the expert, so you are singing the song. I'm very happy to see that you are one of the experts that we have in programming. You are not even responding to what I am saying, right, Pranit? Pranit, are you there? If you don't respond, serious action will be taken on you. Yes, Pranit. Your mic is not working, so you are trying to sing a song. Because you have sang a song, your mic is not working actually. So, okay, let me finish up. So, sum is equal to sum plus I. Okay. So, that's all. So, what is the return value that you will give?
Sum.
Yes, the return is sum. So after calculating the sum of n numbers using for loop, you see the entire loop will be repeated for n plus 1 times. So 1 plus 1, so everything will be done. All the sum will be done and finally you are returning the sum. In global frame, how you call the sum? Can anybody tell me how you call the sum?
Answer equal to sum.
Answer is equal to sum of
Sum of
Of n.
n some numbers, some 5 I will give. This 5 will be going to n. Okay, so that's all, and I will finally print answer. Now, whatever that we have done in Raptor, can you take simple functions and try to create your own functions and practice it before you come to the next class tomorrow? Okay, right. Thank you. Bye bye.
Like recursion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I will talk about recursion also later.
Okay.